everybody. Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is Nate Appleby. Good to see you guys. We are going to do a little business coaching today on one of my favorite books. It's the GoPro book by Eric Worre, 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. And we're going to go over skill number 1 today. Skill number 1, which is finding prospects. And what I like to say is finding good quality people that you want on your team or in your business. And so let's get started. Here we go. So as we've talked about before, in the network marketing world and in the whole world, there's 3 groups of people that might have a job, run a business, or be in network marketing. And there's posers, there's amateurs, and there's professionals. And in every line of work, you have those 3 groups of people. The problem is that we realize that if we want to keep a job or do well in a business, we better become good at what we're doing or become a professional. And so many times to get a good job, we do get extra schooling. We might get a college degree or something like that. And, and that'll help us keep a job and do well at a job. So we become an amateur, maybe even a professional at that. Network marketing is no different. But most people that come into network marketing are honestly posers. And what a poser means is they just, they don't understand the skills necessary, the techniques necessary just to become a better person to do well in this business. And so they quit and they blame network marketing or the company they were with, which really typically 99% of the time is not the problem. And so I want to really reiterate that right now, that that is not the issue. Typically it is us as people. And when something doesn't work, especially in the network marketing profession, it's typically us. It's our fault. And so we have to take ownership of that. And let's begin by talking about skill number 1, which is finding prospects. So one thing we need to understand is that wealth is a minority. Most people don't have it, obviously. And so most people, when you get started, won't believe you. They won't believe in you. But you can't let that bother you, because most people just won't be wealthy. We can't expect the majority to believe what you're doing or believe in you. So you are entering into a minority. And so if you understand that and you have that frame of mind, you'll know that, hey, not everybody's going to do this. And that's okay. I just need to find good quality people that are looking for something like this. So posers. Let's talk about finding prospects now. Posers, what they do when they come into the network marketing company is they make a mental list of 3 to 5 people, and they hope that one of those people will join. Eric Worre likes to say it's the scratch-off list. It's a lottery ticket mentality. They treat their new business, whether they think of it as a business or sharing a product like most do, like that lottery ticket. So 8 out of 10 people who join network marketing are posers. If they get lucky enough that one of those scratch-offs is someone that wants to join, then they might make another mental list of 3 to 4 people. The problem is that if you've ever come into contact with someone with a lottery ticket mentality, they'll always tell you that MLM doesn't work. They contacted everyone they knew and no one wanted to do it, so it obviously doesn't work. So one of the best pieces or tools that you can use that we can provide to you is Eric Worre's come up with a memory jogger, and we can get that out to you, and that will help you really, really jog your memory and formulate an amazing list to get you going. Now, the second group is called amateurs, okay? And so amateurs, instead of a small mental list, what they do is they make a written list, which is a big step. Maybe 100 people go on there. Amateurs charge out usually with a lot of excitement, but not a lot of skill. They prospect, but they don't really put people into the filter or chips. They spill over with excitement, but it's too much information usually for that person. Quickly, the list diminishes and they lose posture. Anxiety levels increase, and their biggest fear is running out of people. What doesn't occur to the amateur is that finding good quality people is a skill. And so the list is not the ticket to wealth. Your ticket to wealth is actually through your list, and we'll talk about that a little more. Now, professionals, this is the third group, and this is a very small group, obviously. in network marketing, but this is the group that views finding people to talk to as a core skill. It was part of their job to find new people to talk to. The pros start with a written list, but it expands and they never stop adding to that list. It becomes an active candidate list. So step number one, here's what you need to do. You need to make the list as comprehensible as possible. Include every person you can think of, every person. Doesn't matter if you think they're a prospect or not. Even if that person is a negative person, put them on the list. If they're your best friend, put them on the list. Business owner, put them on the list. Doctor, pastor, daycare provider, bus driver, doesn't matter. Put them on the list. Emptying your mind onto paper. It makes more, when you do this, it makes more room in your mind for others that you've forgotten about that you can add as well. So when you write down your cousin, it reminds you of their sphere of people that they might know. So on top of this, think about every organization, every team you've ever been on, every church you've maybe been a part of, school, college, mom's group, anything like that. Just put them all down. You're not required to contact every one of these people. Don't worry about that. We'll coach you on that. We'll help break your list into groups, and we're going to help you with that. But you probably will not ever contact every person on your list. So just put them down there because it's a very important step to do. Second step is now you look at this list, and then you think about all the people that each of those people know. And I kind of mentioned that with the cousin. You write down your cousin, and then you start thinking about who's my cousin know. Well, now in step two, you basically do that for every person you put on the list. Yes, this is going to take a couple hours to do, but it's so worth it. So you look at every person on that list, and you're like, who else do they know? Oh my gosh, and you're going to start thinking of other people or other groups or organizations. So it's great. Add them all to your list and think about every relationship in your life. Now, step three, you're going to be constantly expanding your list. This turns the written list into what we call the active candidate list. The pros have a goal. They want to add 2 people per day to this list just through their regular life activities. They're not going through the yellow pages and adding 2 people. I mean, you could do that, I guess, if you want to. That's a whole different ball game. But they're just living life, and they meet people, and they're good at building relationships. They add it to the list. They don't prospect the person in the grocery aisle. They just simply get to know the person. If a connection's made, maybe they exchange cards, maybe they exchange numbers, and they put them on their list. And when the time's right, they might contact them. So you don't have to prospect every person that you come into contact with, but you're building an active candidate list. It's ever evolving, ever growing. So the pros simply develop a higher level of awareness in their everyday life. As they go through their life, they go through their surroundings. They don't walk around the day with their eyes down, their head down, not making eye contact, not aware of their surroundings, people around them. Okay, don't do that. Don't be that person. If you want to be a pro, if you want to have success, you've got to open up your eyes and you got to look at the world and you got to see every situation that comes in and all the people that come into your life. And they could be people that need what you have to offer. So make connections, add them to the list, nurture the relationship. And when the time is right, you can offer them your product or your business. Put them into the filter. Let the filtering, which will teach you, take care of whether or not this is the right fit for that person. Step 4, just network on purpose. Don't hide. Get out and meet people. Have fun. Join a gym. Join a networking group like BNI or the Rotary Club or something like that. Join a Bible study. Join a book club. Join the PTA. Coach a sport. You know what I mean? Join a mom's club, a MOPS group. But meet people. Don't be afraid. It's, we're put on this planet to be social, to meet people. And we really need to network on purpose. And so it's very important. Open your ears. There's always someone talking about health concerns or money concerns. And guess what? We can help people. Absolutely. So one of the things I want you to remember is you look at this list, this active candidate list that you've got is your starting point. Okay. Remember, the money doesn't necessarily come from the people on your list, but it comes through those people on your list. Our fear is contacting the people on our list usually, but fix your mindset on the fact that it's probably not them where the money's going to come from, but through them. Let me give you an example. As many of you know, I'm a silver leader with Young Living, and I've got a team of over 900 members right now. And of all the people I've contacted and enrolled, and I've lost track, probably about 70 people maybe is my guess. Only a couple of those are very active. And it's through those people where 900 have come. And so the money I'm making, which is a residual income from Young Living, is not from my list. It is not from the people on my list. So when I look back at that now and I go, man, remember when I was so scared to call this person? That was ridiculous, because this person has ordered products and they love the products, and they enrolled one person, and then that's come through a whole line of a bunch of new people that I call friends. And so don't look at your list. Don't be afraid of your list, because the money's not going to come from that list. The money's going to come through that list, through the people they know. That's what's exciting. So skill number one, finding good quality people, finding prospects. Make the list. Don't be a poser and have a lottery ticket. Make a list. Make it high quality. Network on purpose. And the sky's the limit. So super excited to go through these skills with you guys. Remember, really do this and show us that you can do this. And once you've done it, we're going to move on to the next skills. Okay, so that was skill number one, finding prospects. The next skill we'll be going over is skill number two, inviting prospects to understand your product or your opportunity. Inviting is one of the most important skills you can have in network marketing. And most people are very passionate about their product or their company, and they just spill too much information out on people, and you lose that person. You'll never get them. And so what we want to do is teach you to reel it in and learn how to say less, and you'll get more out of that. So that's what's next, is inviting prospects. Thanks again. Nate Appleby from San Diego, California. Love you guys, and we'll see you next time.